Hey, this is Brian, owner of Howling Monkey Guitar Picks, and I wanted to show you a few of our personalization tools to personalize your perfect gift for someone you love or for yourself. So I'm in the personalized guitar pick area, and you're going to see with this drop down box, you're going to see a bunch of options here. Red, blue, purple, one-sided, red, blue, purple, two-sided. So one-sided engraving is going to be the design that you were about to make, and then the other side of that one-sided engraving will be our pistol grips on the other side. So one side will be the engraving, the other side will be pistol grips. If you do two-sided, that would be personalized on both sides, and you can personalize both sides separately. So they don't have to be the exact same design. You could say one message on one side and then one message on the other. So we're going to say we want to personalize a red two-sided pick. So I click there. It brings up this blue box that says, I read the notes below, start my design. And when you scroll down with the notes, you're going to see a bunch of bullet points here that I would like you to read. The most important one, if you decide you don't feel like reading, is we do not engrave photographs. So if you got a picture of yourself or your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, anything, if it was faces, even including dogs, if it came off of your camera, either your phone or a regular camera, we do not engrave it. We do text and basic graphics. And you can do a lot with that. So I've read all those notes, and I'm going to click Start My Design. And then from there, depending on your internet connection, it's going to bring up this nice interface so you can design your own pick. So you see the red pick here, which is a simulation of what an average Tagua nut guitar pick will look like in the color red. And then you have a few different options here: add text, add our graphics, and upload your graphics. Add text is pretty self-explanatory. Add our graphics is we have uploaded a bunch of different graphics that are popular: music notes, general graphics, guitars, hearts. You can page through there and see what we have in there. We're going to be changing and adding as we go along with this new website that we have. And then there's upload your graphics, which you're able to upload your own basic graphics, not photographs, but graphics, say someone's band logo or some other basic image. So we're going to do add text. We're going to create John's pick, and we have John's pick. I'm going to click add text and then click the X to remove that box for now. And you're going to see here, there's a bunch, when you click on here, you're going to see a bunch of different controls on the corner of the boxes. First one here is going to be to duplicate that exactly. And then there's also rotate, which is the next one, scale, and then delete. And then when you click back into here, you're able to change your fonts. And with the font choices you see below, it has a preview of what it possibly will look like. And I'm going to choose this font right here. I'm going to scale it up. And then, but the one thing is I'd like John's pick to be on two separate lines, so I can double click into that and then hit enter, and that will bring the pick to the next line down, and then you can get rid of this extra space, and that'll be more centered. However, I don't want John's pick to be one font. You can't do two different fonts in the same box, so I'm going to get rid of pick, and then I am going to add text again, so it's going to have two different text boxes that you will control separately. And when I click into that, then I can change the font to something different. And I like this Air Essence for this one for now. And we could scale it and scale them both up and move them around to where we want them. So at this point, I think I like where this is going. However, John happens to be an acoustic guitar player, and I want to add an acoustic guitar into this. So I went into add our graphics, and again, these are all graphics that we've uploaded here at Howling Monkey. And I'm going to click on the acoustic guitar, and that's going to add it in automatically. I'm going to click the X again to get rid of that box. And from there, I'm going to rotate it and kind of nestle it in over here, move it around, scale it up, scale it down. And there we go. I think that looks pretty good. Now, the one thing that I want to tell you is that we do have the red pick, and there's black text and a black guitar on here. However, that's not how the engraving will look. It doesn't come out black. It comes out in a yellowish tan color. And to for our design purposes, it's a lot easier for us to receive something in black than it is for the yellow, so we default everything to black, and that's just for us on our end. So if you want to see what it's actually going to look like engraved, you're going to change the color of all of these elements. You don't have to, but I just wanted to let you know if you wanted to have it a preview of what it'll look like engraved, how it will be in your hand when you get it in the mail. This is the closest that you're going to get. So I click on the box. There's this box here that says fill. I click on that, and then there's a yellow preview button, and I can change all my elements here from black to yellow. And the images, the graphics are a little bit different, so I click onto that. And that's kind of what it's going to look like. It's not exact, but it's pretty close. But just to let you know, it's not black. And then we have we've engraved the first side, and now I want to engrave the second side of the pick. And you can see here that there's two arrows. There is a next view and previous view, or you can use this down here, front or back, and that will change your view for each side of the guitar pick. So we've designed the front, and now I'm going to use this button. I'm going to now design the back. And we already have used text, and we've already used our own graphics, so I want to show you how the upload your graphics work. John happens to be a member of a pretty cool band called the N-Men, and with that, I already have their logo saved to my desktop. You can grab, images from anywhere as long as you have the copyrights on them, and we assume you do when you upload them to us. So just proceed with caution if it's somebody else's artwork, but I'm sure that nobody's going to be chasing us down if you use some local band's artwork somewhere. So I'm going to click upload. We already have the N-Men on our desktop, and then I click into that, and it automatically loads it and puts it into the design. So what you're going to notice here, obviously, is that there's a big giant white box around it. Well, don't worry about it. We know what you're going after. Here at Howling Monkey, we're going to adjust that for you, and we will remove that white box. So those are the tools. It's pretty simple. You can play around a lot with the different text and the graphics, and ways to really get the personalization down the way you want it. And when you're done with the design, or if you happen to be designing on your phone, or you're designing at work or something, and you have to step away, there's a few different things that you can do. One is you can save the design, and it'll save kind of like a cookie on your desktop, in your internet files, I should say, and then you can reload it later. So if you happen to navigate away, you can come back to it. And then there's also to download. So if you click download, you're going to see a few different options: the JPEG, PNG, and PDF. Now, when you do that, it's just going to show you a preview of that onto your desktop, or wherever else you save it on your computer. You won't be able to come back and re-edit it, but at least you'll have, a basic idea of how you designed it. So if you do lose your work, you can always come back and quickly redesign. And then also, just a couple notes: don't hit refresh and don't hit the back button at any point in time, because you will lose your work. And then when you are happy with your design and you are done, you just click add to cart, which is down below. And it will add directly to your cart. You can view your cart. And we already had one from my last time in here. And then if you decide that you want to change something on your guitar pick before you check out, you can click here to re-edit, and it'll bring you right back, and you can make some changes before you check out. So those are the basic design tools, and I hope you have fun designing your own personalized guitar pick here at Howling Monkey Guitar Picks. Thank you.